Hi, meteorologist Peter Hall. Well, it definitely was warm yesterday, only some isolated showers, got to 87 degrees, and I think most of us will be in the 80s again. Syracuse tends to be one of the warmest spots, so there's a possibility of grabbing 90 today. That would happen right around 1:30 this afternoon. You're not only going to notice the warmth today, but the humidity, the dew points are going to be noticeably higher than yesterday. So you're going to go outside, you're going to feel the warmth, but you're also going to notice it's steamy in the humidity value. So certainly a sticky day today, and there's likelihood of some scattered storms this afternoon. In fact, we're beginning our longest stretch of warmth of the season so far. I guess that makes sense considering now that we're in summer. We had 87 yesterday. We showed you the 90 today, and we're going to be well through the upper 80s to near 90 for the next several days. And each day, including today, we have a daily risk for isolated to scattered storms. And you know how that works. Sometimes there'll be some days that have a higher probability of some of these storms, other days lower. You'll see that coming up. And because of the word scattered, it doesn't mean everybody gets them. And like I said, the humidity factor is higher not only today, but much of this week. So let's get to it. This morning, there may be a leftover shower across the North Country, but most of us in central New York should see a combination of sun and clouds. By the way, if we hit 90, that's not far away from the record high for the day, 92 set back in 1975. So we've got the warmth and we've got the humidity. Now there's going to be a lake breeze front that comes through, which will cool off the lake shores, right? The winds are going to generally be southwest to west, but as that northwest wind comes in, it may fire up some scattered storms. You see that right in there. Now, one or a couple of our computer models are really emphasizing this. It may not be a line like this, but the point is there's a pretty good chance that some scattered storms will fire up early afternoon right in there and then move to this area east and south by 5 p.m. So be on the lookout for that early afternoon through late afternoon. And maybe a leftover shower thunderstorm tonight, otherwise another muggy night. And these nighttime lows now are going to be a little more uncomfortable for sleeping than they have been recently. We remix it again for Monday. Rinse, repeat. Right? The same sun and clouds, and we'll likely have a couple of isolated storms. The probability is a little bit lower than it was today, but we certainly have a similar sizzle in the upper 80s to near 90. Monday night into Tuesday, again, muggy, and more of the same weather continues. Now, the amount of sunshine we'll get today and the next couple of days about the same. So this is really kind of locked in, this pattern where we have sun and clouds and a daily risk of showers and storms. Now, I know there's not much difference here, but what I tried to do is indicate the best chances are today, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So what you see is what you get here. Here's the 7-day forecast. If you're curious, the normal high is 80. So all of these numbers are well above normal here. Now, obviously, you've got that 90, 90, 90, 93. Of course, that'd be a heat wave. But if one of those days, especially one of the two coming up here, are not 90, obviously, we wouldn't have a heat wave. But close enough, certainly steamy over the next 7 days. Local temperatures for you, like I mentioned, Syracuse will probably be one of the warmer spots at 90, Fulton 87, Watertown 83, Oswego gets to a morning high of 83 and falls back into the 70s as you got that northwest Lake Ontario breeze coming in. Warm across much of the northeast. You can see all these upper 80s to near 90. We're actually going to be warmer today than Atlanta and about as warm as Miami. Isn't that interesting? Looking to the west, San Francisco today only 64 degrees. Bigger picture, you can see some of those scattered storms that once in a while will ride our way. I'm meteorologist Peter Hall. Enjoy your Sunday.